If you've ever lived with a cat, then you already know. The litter box is kind of a big deal. It's not just a place for your cat to go, it's a major part of how they feel safe, clean, and comfortable in your home. But here's the truth a lot of people avoid talking about. Many litter box problems start with one simple thing: not cleaning it often enough. Let's talk about how often you should really be cleaning your cat's litter box. We'll also cover what cleaning actually means, signs that your current routine might not be working, and how keeping up with it can dramatically improve your cat's behavior, your air quality, and even your relationship with your cat. Let's start with the short answer, then we'll break it down. Most experts recommend scooping the litter box at least once a day. That's the bare minimum. But depending on how many cats you have, what kind of litter you use, and where the box is located, you may need to do more than that. Now, before you roll your eyes or feel overwhelmed, hear me out. We're not aiming for perfection, we're aiming for consistency. And the difference between a neglected box and a clean one is night and day, not just for you, but for your cat. Let's look at why frequency matters so much. Cats are naturally clean animals. In the wild, they bury their waste to avoid predators and keep their territory tidy. That instinct is still strong, even in indoor cats. So when a litter box gets too dirty, too smelly, or too full, your cat might decide it's no longer usable. That's when accidents happen. That's when cats start going on the floor, in the corner, or behind the furniture. And you might think, but it's only been a couple days. But to your cat, that box might feel like a public restroom at a gas station. Would you want to use that every day? Let's get more specific. If you have one healthy cat and one standard litter box, scooping once a day is generally enough. Twice a day is even better, especially if you're home a lot or if your cat is particularly picky. If you have more than one cat, you should scoop twice a day at minimum. And you should also have more than one box, ideally, one box per cat, plus one extra. So 2 cats? 3 boxes. 3 cats? 4 boxes. That way, no cat feels crowded or territorial. And your boxes stay cleaner overall. Now, scooping is just part of the process. You also need to fully empty and wash the box regularly. But how often is regularly? The answer depends on the type of litter. If you use clumping litter, which most people do, you can usually get away with a full clean once every 2 to 3 weeks, if you're scooping daily. But if you start to notice odor, clumps sticking to the bottom, or wet spots on the sides, don't wait. Dump it all out, wash the box with mild soap and warm water, and refill with fresh litter. If you use non-clumping litter or crystal litter, you might need to change it more often, sometimes weekly or even every few days, depending on how quickly it gets saturated. Avoid using strong-smelling cleaners like bleach or ammonia when you wash the box. Cats are very sensitive to smell, and harsh chemicals can make the box even less appealing. Stick to mild dish soap and warm water. Rinse thoroughly. Dry completely before refilling. Now, what about liners and self-cleaning boxes? Liners sound convenient, but for many cats, they're annoying. They can bunch up, tear, and hold onto odor. Unless your cat specifically tolerates them well, you're usually better off without them. Self-cleaning boxes can be helpful, but they're not a magic fix. You still need to empty the waste tray, clean the sensors, and monitor the box daily. Plus, some cats don't like the noise or motion. So if you're considering one, make sure your cat is comfortable with it before making it your only box. Let's move on to some signs your cleaning schedule might need adjustment. If your cat starts peeing outside the box, even occasionally, that's a red flag. It might be a health issue, but it's often a cleanliness issue. If your litter box smells, even after scooping, that's another sign. Odor buildup means waste is getting missed, or the litter is saturated. If your cat digs frantically before using the box, hesitates before going in, or hops out quickly without burying anything, those are clues that something feels off about the box. If you're seeing litter clumps sticking to the bottom of the box or corners being avoided, it may mean the box isn't being scooped thoroughly, or the litter isn't deep enough. Most cats prefer 2 to 3 inches of litter so they can dig and cover comfortably. Let's talk briefly about placement. If your litter box is in a high traffic area, your cat might avoid it when people are around. If it's in a tight corner or near a noisy appliance, they might not feel safe using it. And if it's near their food or water, they may avoid it completely. So even if you're scooping daily, if the location is wrong, the box still becomes a problem. Okay, let's shift focus for a minute. What does a well-cleaned box do for your home? A lot. It keeps your place smelling fresh, keeps bugs away, and makes it easier to live with a cat without feeling like your apartment has turned into a pet supply aisle. It also cuts down on cleaning time in the long run. A quick scoop once or twice a day takes less than 2 minutes. Waiting until it's unbearable takes much longer, and can lead to stains, smells, and behavioral issues. And what does it do for your cat? It gives them a clean, safe, predictable place to do their business. It reduces stress. It prevents urinary tract infections and behavioral problems. And it helps them stay in sync with their natural instincts. If your cat feels secure in their bathroom habits, that affects everything from how they eat to how they sleep to how they interact with you. Cats that feel safe in their litter box are calmer, more affectionate, and more confident. That's the impact of a good routine. So let's do a quick recap. Scoop your cat's litter box at least once a day. Twice is better. If you have multiple cats, scoop more often and make sure you have enough boxes. Completely empty and clean the litter box every 2 to 3 weeks if using clumping litter, or more often with other types. Use mild soap and water, not strong chemicals. Avoid liners unless they really work for your cat. Be cautious with self-cleaning boxes, they still require oversight. Watch for signs your routine isn't working: smells, hesitation, digging behavior, or out-of-box accidents. And finally, treat litter box care as part of your relationship with your cat, not just a chore. Because how you care for their space affects how they behave in yours. If this video helped you better understand how often you should clean your cat's litter box, go ahead and subscribe for more realistic, grounded cat care tips. No fluff. No guilt. Just practical advice that works in real life. Let us know in the comments how often you clean your litter box, and if you've discovered any tricks or habits that keep your space clean and your cat happy. Thanks for watching. You take care of the box, and your cat will take care of everything else.